Welcome to the coffee club. We hoist our cups and then glug glug. A finer group of friends you will not meet. Coffee Club!
Well, now, Coffee Club, after a 1-week hiatus, returns on Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May. Josh, how you doing?
I'm a little upset.
For what? For why?
You wouldn't let me bring margaritas this morning?
Well, I think the FCC has a rule about drinking it on the air.
They better not.
Yeah. It is the 5th of May. You can celebrate however you wish when you get done with the show, okay? But right now, celebratory of coffee.
Well, Haley and I, for Cinco de Mayo, we're going to go out and get some cheeseburgers.
Because nothing screams, celebration on the 5th like cheeseburgers.
If you've never had a cheeseburger at a Mexican restaurant, you're missing out.
You're just a weird duck, aren't you?
Every single Mexican restaurant I've been to, I've always tried their cheeseburgers, and they're better than the rest.
Okay, for all the Mexican restaurants in the listening area, if you do better on cheeseburgers today and you just wonder why, it's this guy right here.
Yep.
His name is Josh Keenports. So, we're going to have a fun show today. We got some great guests coming in from Dundee County Hospital. Tanya Nichols, Helen McSwain, and Chris. Oh, he did make it. We didn't know if he was going to make it. Kind of had a late one, I heard, right? Yeah? Was that the accurate? It was a little bit there. Let me get your mic on there. So, welcome everybody. Now, Chris, you've been here before, though, haven't you?
Yeah, just kind of getting used to this place. I kind of like coming down and hanging out with you.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime.
All right.
We'd love to do that. Love to have you here.
What you wish for?
Last time you gave away a guitar, so I don't know
Yeah, I didn't bring anything to give away this time, so I'm just keeping up with the theme.
Yeah.
Award-winning husband.
Oh, what has he done?
He remembered.
Has he got cheeseburgers in there?
Nope.
No.
But it is from a Mexican restaurant, Taco John's.
All the other ladies are jealous in the world.
And potato lays and nacho cheese.
Wow. Dude of the day, Kyle. Way to go. So let's go through, let's talk a little bit about what each of you guys do with the Dundee County Hospital that we're celebrating today. Tanya, what's your responsibilities over there?
Advertising, promotions that we do for the hospital to get out to the community.
Okay.
Through May, we are having reduced lab costs for anybody that would like to do the general panel, A1C, and the PSA. And we've added a location this year. We are doing Hagler, Benkelman, Stratton, Trenton, and Juanita. Mm-hmm. You just need to call Dundee County Hospital and get your appointment set up.
Give us a little background. Where'd you come from? How did you end up being part of the hospital there?
I grew up in Benkelman, so I'm a lifer.
Yeah. And just kind of settled into that role, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Do you enjoy what you do?
Yep, I do.
You have to say that,
Yeah, I kind of have to. No, but I do. I really like what I do.
That's good. Well, I appreciate Tanya and I, we send a lot of emails back and forth about different commercials and things, and it's been a good relationship to be able to work with and help build the image of Dundee County Hospital. So thanks for being here. Hope you enjoy it.
And our health fair is June 2nd, and we appreciate you coming out from 11 to 1.
We will be there. Saber-Tour Jackpot Machine will be there in tow, and so that'll be a fun time. Every spinner's a winner. So let's talk to Helen now, Helen McSwain. And where are you from originally, and how did you
I
come
grew up south of Hot Springs, South Dakota, so I'm a little more north than here.
Yeah.
More snow, colder.
Yeah. Right. And so what are your responsibilities there at the hospital?
Well, I'm the director of the Rural Health Clinics. We currently have 2 clinics, one in Stratton, Nebraska, and one there at our host facility site there at Benkelman. So we have 5 providers right now. 2 of them are physicians and 3 of them are nurse practitioners. And so we see everybody from like 2 days old to end of life. Mm-hmm. So we get to enjoy our community folks and just take care of them through their whole lives, really.
So let's talk a little bit about what you enjoy most about your job. How about that?
Oh, that's really very easy. It's the people, whether it's my coworkers or colleagues or the patients that come through the door. It's that relationship for me. I'm a very relationship-based practitioner, and so I'm an RN. So it's all about the people. What you can do for them, give them a smile.
So, put you on the spot, Chris. Here, what is the best assets of these two ladies that are with us here today?
Well, I would have to say that their ability to learn. I mean, you think about as a leader, you never lose the opportunity of learning something new. And I think I've put a lot of pressure on these guys. I mean, the hospital in general, but coming in with some different ideas and some different ways of doing things that, Tanya's picked up some of the Adobe software that she's not one of the biggest computer-minded people that you could ever think of, but I'll tell you what, she has taken some of the stuff on that I was really impressed with some of the things that she's able to do with taking marketing, I'd say, to a different maybe a different direction than she thought that it would go. And so I looked at Helen, I go, we're going to have to do some more measurements for population health. We need to get out and start measuring, diabetic population, or how we can do for high blood pressure, and get some of these monitorings and things like that. And so these guys have really taken on some different concepts that they have, and to do it, and not give me a lot of pushback has been great.
Yeah.
And so I'd say that their ability to learn some different things and do some things different ways. But then once they started going that direction, they started taking. I mean, Helen started doing some lunch and learns, sending the providers and some of the professional staff down to our senior center to health topics. And Tanya's got she's got the health fair coming up. We got hospital week that's we're celebrating next week. She's done a lot of stuff with the Dundee County Fair and really good marketing ideas and things like that. So jumping out to websites, and she's finding out what are the hospitals, why do people go to certain hospitals, so from certain zip codes, and so she's able to kind of track that stuff down and see what where can we, Dundee County, what kind of services could we bring there that would keep our folks there, or what could draw them to us.
And that's a great point. I mean, we talk about Dundee County Hospital, but you guys help people from multiple counties around.
Right.
What are some other areas that you guys tend to pull from?
Just really from the region, and I guess our biggest hope, is to keep whatever healthcare that we can do there. I kind of joke that with COVID, they have the new concept of the rural emergency hospital, where there's talking about getting rid of inpatient care and just doing ERs and outpatients. And we found out through COVID that we can still care for some really sick patients on the inpatient side.
Yeah.
And to give up an inpatient is kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But I always say that, we're not going to open up an open heart program, and do some open heart surgeries anytime soon. But I'll tell you what, from taking care of some sick patients, we could still do that in rural America. So we're just trying to do everything that we can do there in rural America and do it well.
Dundee County Hospital, if people would like to learn more, I know you guys have a great website, or you guys would always entertain, tours and conversations with folks too. What's the best way for people to do that?
We're on Facebook. We're designing a new website now, so
Nice.
It's not quite up ready, but we are working on it.
Okay.
So,
all right. So Dundee County Hospital, Binkelman, Nebraska. That is our honored guest here today for Coffee Club. Our first topic for the day, this is one we actually launched just after midnight, and that is our weekend poll.
So our weekend poll is a random line from a movie that fans instantly know.
So that is our topic. If folks would like to weigh in, you can do so on our Facebook pages. But Josh, you want to start off? What is a random line from a movie that fans instantly know?
I like guys who like guys like me.
For people who don't know, say the movie.
Heat.
Heat? I don't think I've ever seen that one.
I haven't either.
It is like the classic matchup of, now my brain's not working.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro, right?
Oh, okay. For me, the movie line, it's 2 words. And it's a lot easier if you have the deadpan face going for you, but it's, I know.
Star Wars.
Yes, that's Star Wars. That's Han Solo saying, after Princess Leia says, I love you, and he goes, I know. That's one of my favorites. All right. Tanya, how about you?
One I remember is Go Ahead and Make My Day by Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. Dirty Harry.
Yes.
All right, Helen, how about you?
Well, this one's cute because it reminds me of my grandson. You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh, the Sandlot. That is a good one. Haley, how about you?
There's a lot that came to my mind when I was thinking of this, but I'm going to go with the classic Shake and Bake
What movie is that?
Talladega Nights.
that you have not seen.
That's okay. I talked to a guy the other day, hadn't seen any Star Wars. I'm like, how are you alive? Yeah. Let's see. Jennifer Hall said, this one time at band camp. Mickey said, nobody puts baby in a corner.
Dirty Dance.
How about this one? Zach says, roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. All right, Chris, how about you? What was the movie for you?
Let's see. You don't keep score. Well, how do you measure yourself with other golfers? By height.
Is that Happy Gilmore?
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So that is our weekend poll. If you want to go check that out, we'll check back with that from time to time on our Facebook page.
I also had one that was sent to me. Are you serious, Clark?
So which one was it?
National. Yeah.
Well, National Lampoons, but it was Christmas? Okay.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. That is going to be a fun topic to watch through the day on our Facebook page. So, next topic here is, what's the name of your car and why'd you give it that name? Now, Haley, you and Kyle got a new ride not long ago. Have you named the new one yet?
We have.
Okay.
Her name is Beth.
Beth?
Yes.
Is this Yellowstone inspired?
Absolutely.
That's because when she's driving and people will pass her, she's like,
I'm Beth.
I'm going to take you to the train
station.
Yes.
What about previous cars?
Well, before this, I had a Ford Fusion, so we called it the Millennium Fusion. And we had, Kyle had a Toyota, so we called it Yoda.
Yoda.
All the time. And then his pickup's name is, we just call her Baby.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yes.
Helen, you're up.
Well, I just bought a new car in November as well, and it's a very dark, I hate to say this, but like liver color, magenta, dark. It'll change to black in the sun or whatever.
A little purple hue, maybe?
Yeah, a little purple in it. So my grandkids named her Black Cherry.
Nice.
Yeah, Black Cherry.
Has Chris wanted to take it for a joyride yet?
No, he's taught us all to keep our key fobs in our pocket.
Okay.
We've all learned to keep our rigs shut.
That's kind of an inside joke. But if you listen to the last time that Chris is here, we'll see if we can reference that. Maybe put a post in there somewhere. Yeah.
I do enjoy driving though. It's not a stretch for these guys. So I was like, yeah, I'll drive. I have no problems driving. So yeah, I'm not afraid to go out and test drive some of those vehicles. I'll kind of look around in some people's cars as I drive by and see if there's any key fobs or keys in it.
So you're up, Chris. What's the name of your car? Why'd you give it the name?
I typically don't name them, but I did. I have a truck, a red Ford, and so I call him Old Red.
Old Red. All right, Tanya.
The only one I think we ever named when I was first married, we got a 1976 four-wheel drive Chevy pickup, and it was a rumble wagon. It'd go everywhere. We called it Buck because it was buckskin colored.
Oh, Buck.
Buck.
I thought you said butt.
No. Buck.
I was going to say, we got a rules card for
I know,
you.
I know. That's walking up to that line right there. Josh, what did you name the car that ultimately ended a cow?
Oh,
What was the name of that one?
everybody called it Grandma Gray.
Yeah.
It was a Honda CRV, went everywhere. This one that I got now, my Ford, is Black Velvet. And that's just because that's like Darcy's favorite whiskey to drink is Black Velvet. And then hers, I call it the Silver Bullet, because when you just get in it, you just don't realize it, but then you'll be going like 50.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then my first car growing up was a Pontiac 6000. It was like an 1987, idled at 35 miles an hour, so you had to brake when you're going through town. And that one was brown, so we called it the Brown Bomber.
You hit a cow in a Honda CRV,
I
and
bet
you
there
didn't
was
die.
nothing left.
No.
Josh
No,
was
actually,
fine. The
Nick
cow-
the cop, well, now Sergeant Nick the cop, he got promoted after he saved my life. He was getting off work from nights, and he pulled up and he goes, all right, I see your vehicle's damaged, but I don't see another vehicle. And about that time, from the opposite side of the ditch, you just hear, and that was the last uttered moo
Uttered moo.
of the cow.
didn't.
And he goes, you hit a cow? And I said, yeah.
Well, and wasn't the horn just like
But
blaring?
I was
the
just
whole-
blaring.
Yeah.
And so we started snipping wires, right? And we snipped the horn wire, and it was still going off. Pulled the fuse, still went off. So finally, he just like took a hammer or something that he had in his car, and he just went, and it finally turned off. But yeah.
It's kind of like cutting off the head of the snake. It just kept on going. And kept on
Right,
going, kept on
right.
going.
Still dangerous, right? Yeah.
But the bad thing is, I didn't get to harvest the briskets.
No.
Oh, gosh.
So I was a little upset with that.
Well, Nebraska's got that open range law,
So
so
it technically was my fault,
yeah,
even though it was standing in the middle of the highway at 5 a.m.
yeah. Talking about naming cars, I got an F-250 that I call my truck, and realistically, that's not a truck. It's an insult to big people, big truck people. I know it is, but in my world, it's my truck. So call it that. And then years ago, we used to have a station vehicle that we called Little Red, and then eventually I bought a similar vehicle, and I wanted so badly to have a different name for it, but it is also red. It's little.
It's Little Red.
It's still Little Red.
You can say 2.0.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
Lil Red 2.0. I thought I had a picture of my Honda on here, but I don't.
You probably kept some for insurance purposes, didn't you?
Yeah, but it ain't on this phone. No, it was, so like the battery was in the front.
At one time.
At one time. And it was clear up towards like the windshield.
We're just glad that you made it out safe, Josh. Really are.
Yeah, so the funny thing was, so the cow was laying on the side of the road and I could hear it, and I didn't want it to get hit by ongoing traffic, so I was going to get out and drag it, but my door wouldn't open. So I had to kick my door open. Took me like 3 minutes to get out of my car, and then by the time I did that, the thing got up and walked to the side of the ditch.
That's such a polite cow.
Yeah.
Not to cause additional details.
Yeah, move the wreck off to the shoulder. Let me get on.
Did what?
It moved the wreck.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, at that time, it was a totally different sheriff's department than what we have now. They get there, nostalgia of it all. He's like, "You want to ride to work?" And I say, "Yeah, I'll take a ride to work." I sit down, and there is 2 boxes of donuts and 4 coffees. So he stopped to get coffee and donuts before he came and got me. So then I'm like, "Oh, it's one of those for me." And he goes, "Oh, no, it's for everybody at work." So then I didn't get a coffee or a donut.
Wham, wham.
Still a little bit bitter about that. And every time I see him, I always remind him.
I bet you do. Next topic for Coffee Club. What's in your man cave? Now, we got some gals here, too. So You can do one of two things.
The
for the
she
guest.
shed?
She had, yeah.
The she shed, or you can talk about what's in his
She should.
man cave. Helen, come on. All right, who wants to go first? What's in the man cave?
I have a dead fish.
Yeah.
In the she shed?
Is it a bass?
No, in the man cave.
Oh, okay.
Is it a bass?
No, it's a pike from
Pike?
Canada.
Ooh.
Is it one of the ones that talks and sings to you and all that?
No, this is a real taxidermy fish.
What did that cost?
I don't know because it was my husband's before me, and it's
couple
about
bucks, I'm sure. He
it's
just
about
said
4
$2.
foot long, and
Yeah.
yep.
He would never tell her the real price.
No.
It's a good fishing story.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
It's like every guy out there is one of their biggest fear is that their wife will sell their guns for what he told her he paid for it.
Right.
Well, he wanted to put it above the bed stand in
Yeah.
our bedroom, but I said no.
Man cave, good place for it, right?
Well, that's better than what we have above ours. It says live, laugh, love.
So cliche. Tanya, how about you? What's in the man cave or the she shed?
She shed.
She shed.
I don't have one, but I'd say if I did, I would probably make it where I could watch movies and do my baking.
Yeah. You like to do baking?
Yes, I love baking.
What's your favorite thing?
to make?
Yeah.
I would say coconut cream pie.
Prove it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will bring you one.
I'll take some of that.
Chris, what's a man cave?
Oh man, you got to go with a large projection screen TV of some sorts, and if you have enough room, you got to squeeze in a ping pong table.
Yes. Are you any good at ping pong?
Virtually.
Okay.
So
What, like on like
Oculus.
Nintendo Wii or what?
I kicked my son off the Oculus and say, hey, you're grounded from.
I was going to say, I will run you over to the YMCA right now here in McCook and I'll take you on.
That's a good. I don't know how. It's been years since I played on a real ping pong table. So I don't know. I think I would. I think I would look good losing probably.
So humble, so humble.
You know, I was Mid-Plains Community College ping pong champion 2010.
Wow.
Is that intramurals?
No, that was just because we were dumb and stupid.
Back in the 90s, we had ping pong as a PE class for a while. The wrestling coach, his name was Gordon. I'm trying to remember what his first name was. He was a fantastic ping pong player. But everybody in the class, mind you, we had an entire gym full of ping pong tables going. And so it was just kind of this round robin tournament every day in class. And whoever got to be won all their matches got to take on Mr. Gordon. And if I didn't beat Mr. Gordon, my sophomore year, I think it was.
Do you have pictures of said match?
It's probably a plaque still on the wall.
No, it's probably in your office. That's where all your plaques are.
It's possible. So, Josh, what's in the man cave?
Mine's a little embarrassing.
Oh, come on. Let's laugh.
No, because in my man cave, everybody comes downstairs and they see my room and they're like, oh, this is awesome. Because we got our guns on the wall. We got deer antlers and skulls, you know. And they're like, oh, did you get all those? And I have to sit there and I can either man up and tell a good lie or I can confess that those are my wives.
All the nice deer.
All the nice deer. Everybody's like, oh, that's a nice looking deer head you got there. I'm like, yep. That's my wife's.
So she has a she shed.
Yeah. Well, she's got, the whole house is a she shed. She's got live, laugh, love, faith, family, friends. This house was built on a foundation of love or whatever. You know, those fancy things. And then you walk downstairs and it's all Nebraska and deer heads.
But you got the zombie deer.
You got zombie, and he's in our living room.
Wow, you got promoted, huh?
Well, she had to bring her deer up. That way it doesn't, when people walk in, like, oh, that's a nice deer. wow, that's a really nice deer. Who shot that one? And she's like, I did.
Ladies, my eyes are down here.
Yep.
Haley, what's in the she shed or the man cave?
Sure. I don't really have a she shed, but I like to do things on my Cricut, so probably crafty things.
I do have a bunch of barbecue stuff downstairs. We could say that the barbecue room is my man cave.
Actually, your man cave is right on the back of the house.
Yeah.
That's your spot. That's
open
where
range.
Leave me alone. I just smoke meats. It's kind of your thing.
There's only one person that's ever said, like, come into our house and commented and said that I had a nice deer with Zombie. And this is a reason why I still keep him around today, and that's Kyle. Who brought a burrito to his wife here.
Hey, you can go ahead and eat the burrito. It's fine.
I know.
It's fine.
But Josh, can't you take credit for said deer? I mean, were you not with your wife when she shot it? Like, were you not
No.
the guide or anything?
No, I
Can
was
you
working.
Oh man,
No, her dad
rough.
was the guide.
that's rough.
And then, like, my deer came out, and we were so excited because I always shot doe. But I didn't really start hunting until I married her. And then out comes Zombie, my deer, and from a far distance, looked huge.
You got a picture of the zombie deer?
Yeah, I got pictures.
Can you post that in the comments? Because people want to know what the zombie deer looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I will.
Was the deer actually bigger, farther away, and
Yeah,
a lot
huge.
smaller? A lot smaller, closer
Huge.
up. She got closer.
And
Fishing story.
from 300 yards away, it looked like it still had both eyes. But when it got closer, we discovered that it was missing an eye. The other eye was blind. He had, like, stuff coming out of his mouth. Just looked terrible. I did a favor. Did I not? Did a favor. And so now everybody always that I hunt with, because, like, I don't really have the best shot, they always make fun of me because they're like, well, the only reason why you got that deer because he couldn't even hear you. Couldn't see you.
I'm surprised you didn't run him over in your CRV.
I could have. And then
Fantastic.
My wife says, yeah, if she wants me to tell you about the new deer she got this year.
Oh, she got a new deer?
Yeah, her big mule deer.
Was it a record?
It was. I don't know if I don't think it's a record by any means, but it's definitely the biggest deer that we've probably shot in the family.
Wouldn't even fit in your man cave.
No, actually, it's gonna have to go in the stairwell because the rack would hit the ceiling.
That's where Kyle's record deer is.
In the stairwell?
Yeah,
In the stairwell?
in the stairwell.
No, Kyle's deer is bigger than this one.
We got really short stairs, so I have a picture of a duck. Next topic for Coffee Club. We got games today. Got a bunch of fun games, and they're a little different because, for example, the Kentucky Derby is being run tomorrow. So if you don't know, the Kentucky Derby runs this Saturday. So I'm going to give you guys names. You tell me if they're real Derby horses or not, all right? Cheeto Fingers, real horse name or not?
That's
Nah.
real.
Real.
No.
Okay, it is not. Josh wanted that one so badly. Practical Move, real Derby horse or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh,
Yes, it's real.
it is a real name. Practical Move. Two Phils, yes or no?
Yes.
What are you guys doing? Googling over there?
No, I'm trying to post that picture.
Just drinking coffee, Helen.
Okay.
Two Phils is a Derby horse name. Uncle Rooster.
Nah.
No.
No.
I'm going to say no.
Uncle Rooster is not a real name. Also on our list is Spiffy Finish.
That one's real.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no.
It's real.
Spiffy?
Spiffy Finish is not. Last one here, Rocket Can.
Rocket Can. Yes.
Yes.
And a rocket
No.
can.
Yeah, I was going to say I could see Elton John doing that.
All right.
But that'd be a
Don't
no.
laugh.
That is a real name.
Isn't Forte the
That's
big
yep.
one for tomorrow?
I mean,
You did do wildlife a favor.
You're gonna post that on. You're gonna post that on the
yeah, I found it. We're gonna
Okay.
post Zombie on there.
Zombie Deer. It's going to our Facebook page now. If you want to go check that out, it'll be in the comments of our Facebook Live that's happening. Our next game for this morning is Did They Date? Okay. Fame does weird things to the dating life. Many celebrities have said publicly that dating a non-famous person could be a challenge for both parties. It can be hard on the non-famous person because they just adjust to a life where they're suddenly being photographed all the time. It can be tough on the celebrity because very often, they wonder if the attraction is them or their fame, which makes it undesirable. And so a lot of celebrities just date celebrities. It's just easier that way. My question for you is, which of the following dated and which did not? We'll start with George Clooney and Betty White.
Oh, please. She was the golden
I'll
girl.
say no.
What a slap in the face to George Clooney.
What? Betty White?
I'm telling you, give her a Snickers.
I was going to say, post Snickers or pre-Snickers?
So, anybody say, dated or not?
No.
No.
No, that's correct. Tom Hanks and Jane Fonda.
No.
Everybody's in the no camp on that one. Chelsea Handler and 50 Cent.
I don't even know those people.
I don't either.
I know 50
Consider
Cent.
yourself well.
I'm going to say they dated.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll say yeah.
Yes, they did date. Ashley Olsen and Lance Armstrong.
No.
No.
Yes, they dated.
Really?
Yeah. Well, she liked those yellow bands on his arm. I mean, how about Leonardo DiCaprio and J.K. Rowling?
No.
Yes, they dated. He's dated everybody.
Wow.
Hadn't he?
What say you guys?
I wish.
I say yeah.
He hasn't quite made his way to Southwest Nebraska.
No.
Dawn.
What? Have you seen
Is
him?
it true?
No, they have not dated.
Okay.
Tom Cruise and Cher.
No.
No.
Anybody?
No, but if
No.
she could turn back time, though, I think.
Tom Cruise and Cher did date.
Stop.
Yes.
Oh my.
She's so much older, but I guess that doesn't matter.
Pre-couch jumping.
Yeah. Well, she got freaked out by Dianetics and they're out. So. Simon Cowell and Carmen Electra.
Ooh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have no idea.
Dated.
Simon Cowell and Carmen Electra did date. Perfect. Next on our games this morning, it's called High Low. I'm going to give you a fact. You tell me if the number I give is too high or too low. An ant can lift 12 times its own weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Is
low.
Is that high or low?
High or low?
That's low. It's
I'm gonna
more
say
than
low,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Low.
No.
Okay, low.
Everybody? An ant can actually live close to 50 times its weight.
Wow.
Wow.
My ant's not that strong. 71% of us cuddle our pillows.
Absolutely.
Too high, too low?
That's a high.
What percentage was that?
71.
I think that's high.
Too high.
I'm going to be the oddball. Too low.
I'm a pillow cuddler.
But well, yeah, Kyle.
He's a pillow. Did you just the guy that brought you
Man.
Well,
a burrito and your penalty is you lost in LA.
what is it?
It is too high.
Is
Only 16% of us cuddle.
16?
16%, yeah. Now, it depends. Now, if my wife is with me, I cuddle my wife. If I'm out, and by myself or whatever, she's gone for whatever reason, I will cuddle a pillow because it's more about throwing my arm over the top and so I can breathe.
I'm not gonna lie. All the photos that I get when she's sleeping, she's got like either a dog, cat.
From Haley?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like when she's in her like happy spot.
So 16% is the answer there. Too high, too low. A dime has 304 ridges around the edge.
That's too high.
I'm going to say that's, yeah.
Too high.
I'll say high.
Yeah, high.
Ruffles have ridges.
It is too high. They have 118 ridges. Too high, too low. 2% of us claim to have seen a ghost.
Too low.
2%? Yeah, too
That's too low.
Yep.
Yeah, it's closer to 10%. Next game, what's in common? I'll give you a set of 3 things. They have something in common. You tell me what it is. Chris, you're up first. This is yours, all right? West, house, and car.
West, house, and car. What is the one thing in common?
Yep.
Gosh, I have no idea.
Anybody else? West, house, and car. What do they have in common?
Wow.
I don't know.
They all have keys.
The Florida Keys.
West key, house key, car key.
West, had me stumped.
Tanya, you're up. Cheese, ham, and king. What do they have in
Oh, I know this one.
One of Josh and I's favorite foods. Like by far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger?
Yeah, amen. to that.
Burger. Good job. Okay, Helen.
Okay.
Jungle, shoes, and class.
Oh. I got it.
Do they even have those on playgrounds anymore?
Well,
You mean like a jungle gym? I don't
yeah.
know.
Gym. Yeah, jungle gym, gym shoes,
Okay.
gym class. Do they have jungle gyms?
I know the park does.
We used to have swings that, let's just put it this way. You got if that swing wasn't rocking and pulling one leg out of the ground, you weren't doing it right. So,
Well, we still had the metal slides.
right?
And then those got taken away.
I got one more. Oh, what's in common? Who wants it?
Sure.
Josh has got it. Flour, pepper, and win.
Flour, pepper, and wind.
Wind.
Wind?
Yep.
Mill.
I was gonna say. I was gonna give you one more hint. Copper. Mill.
Good job.
Yeah, he's brilliant with this stuff. And believe me, he can't see it from there.
I can see it, but I have bad eyes.
Last one, breakfast bingo for our games here today. How it works is I'm going to give you 5 questions. The first answer starts with the letter B. The second the second question starts with an I, then an N, and G, and O. So, Chris, you're up first. Something you do on a trampoline.
Bounce.
Okay. Helen, what you earn by working.
Income.
Okay. Tanya, what you need to open nuts.
Open what?
Open nuts.
Starts with an N.
Nutcracker?
Nutcracker, yes. Haley, bigger cities have to deal with groups of criminals called what?
Gangsters.
Gangs, yes.
Oh.
And then Josh, it becomes before 2.
1.
That was too easy. So next in social fads, this is kind of an interesting one here. You can blame user fatigue or blame established social networks for, cloning new platforms all the time. But there's some new social medias that are coming out. So I wanted to talk about the possibility of success here. There's a social media called NoCam. This is where friends exchange challenges, except nobody can see how they look while they're filming. So your camera's active, but you can't see what it is.
Yeah. I think I'm out.
It's called NoCam. Kiwi, it's called Be Real for Music. It randomly prompts users to share their most recently played song.
Again, we used to just get in the car and turn on the radio, and that's what we jammed out
I'm
to.
going to tell you right now, most of mine are John Williams songs. So,
And everybody else is going, who's John Williams?
Yeah.
well, he's the guy that did the score for like Jurassic Park and Star Wars, E.T. Okay. He's the composer that does all of that stuff. He's in his 80s. You know, Hans Zimmer is good, but he ain't no John Williams. So I don't know what we're going to do after that guy is gone. There's one called Minus. This is when a wannabe philosopher at a party muses, what if social media was finite? So in this particular social media, you get 100 posts ever.
Man, I like that. How many comments do you get?
I don't know. It's called Minus, but
Only 100? I like it. There's some people that I know need only 2.
yeah. So just out of curiosity, what does everybody use?
I think it's a 100% chance it's going to work.
What social medias do you use?
Facebook mostly, Instagram some. That's about it.
Snap.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's one too. Josh, how about you?
I tweet a lot. Well, I don't tweet a lot, but I like Twitter probably the best because of all the like Husker news that I get in like recruiting throughout the state of Nebraska. And also I follow a lot of things that give you score updates from all across the state. And so that's probably what I use the most is Twitter.
Chris?
I agree. Twitter's I don't send a lot of stuff out, but there's a lot of funny people.
Yeah.
A lot of funny people on Twitter.
Yeah. How about you?
I use Facebook and Twitter.
Okay. All right. And Helen?
I'm really old. I just do Facebook.
Yeah. Well, if you're really old, it's just MySpace, but
Yeah, he's
So
with the
creepers,
dial-up
so.
connection.
yeah.
So it was so funny when we had it was like probably longer than a couple weeks ago, but we had one of the classes in here from a cook, and there was only like 2 of them out of the group that we had that had Facebook. They're like, oh, Facebook's for old people.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's just like, what?
And yet they all use it. I mean,
Email? Can I say email?
Yeah.
that's good. Last topic for Coffee Club before we get to the birthdays, anniversaries. You want to call those in, 345-5598, or you can post them on our Facebook page in the comments, and we'll try to get those on the radio. Birthdays for today, May 5th through the weekend. You've all heard someone described as not the sharpest knife in the drawer or not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, but do you have an alternative? All right. Tanya's shaking her head.
I would have to go by my dad's old saying, dumber than a box of rocks.
Yeah. Yes. How about you, Helen?
My dad always said, duller than a doornail.
Yeah. Haley?
I like the whole few fries short of a Happy Meal.
Chris, being in administration, you got to be careful how you choose your words, right?
Always, but I mean, I always hear the sayings like, not the brightest the crayon in the box.
Yeah.
Here we go to crayon again.
Yeah.
Crown.
And Josh?
You know, honestly, all the ones that I have, I learned from Grandpa Bud, and
They're not appropriate.
well, we would have to exit studio left real quick.
So mine is they sort their crayons by flavor. That's probably my favorite one. The wheel's turning, the hamster's dead. You know, I mean, those those are absolutely great. So another good topic here for Coffee Club on a Friday morning. From 105.3 Coyote Country and the SNOOZEBUSTERS, it is time now for birthdays, anniversaries on May 5th. Haley, we get one called in, did we?
No, there was no one on the phone.
Okay.
So if you did try to call back.
Call back.
Yes. We did get one message to us for Raiden Allegrius. Has a birthday today. I probably butchered the last name. Sorry.
Do you have an age or anything?
Do not.
Okay. Josh, your birthdays.
So I have a birthday for tomorrow that was texted to me, and that is for Pat Sides. And then he also has twin granddaughters that have the same birthday, and that is Madison and McKenna Sides. And then I have Bailey Funk, also Rose Westcamp, and Kyle Haddock, Jerry Wrights, and Tammy Kofler.
We just found out, who was the one you said?
Raiden is 7 today.
7 years old?
Yes.
Okay. So my list includes Chance Unger, Jerry Wrights, Kayla Knoll, Bailey Funk, Alyssa Ward. Do you have any weekend birthdays, Josh?
Yeah, coming up this weekend, we have, oh my goodness, Nick the Cop is slacking.
Uh-oh. Whose birthday is it? Megan?
His beautiful wife's birthday, Megan, is on Saturday.
Oh, maybe he sent us a Snapchat.
No, he didn't.
I got a bunch of Snapchats here. I haven't opened
He
them.
didn't send nothing. We also got Pat Westcamp and Kathy Trosper. Jesse Hamel has a birthday. And then on Sunday, I have Dennis Berry and also Bill Longnecker.
My weekend birthdays include Marty Guthrie, Troy Schwartz, Jan Fisher, Sharon Kiker, Colt Holsick, Jenny Maynard, Tim Wallen, Zach Frex, Jill DeMoss, Stephanie Rodriguez, Rick Metcalf, Vivid Mora, Michelle Witt, Casper Longberry, and Pat Westcamp, and Nick Rettlinger. It's all got birthdays. Ooh,
I
huge
have a
list for them.
Sunday birthday for Elena Morozic.
Okay. Out of all those, we got to pick somebody for a birthday prize giveaway.
A donut from Sanner's, ice cream from The Scoop, sandwich from Jimmy John's, large pizza from the Rocket Inn, and Coca-Cola.
So the one that was called
Let's
in,
go with Raiden.
Raiden, come by the radio station, pick up a nice little prize package for you here from Hometown Family Radio's Coyote Country. Let's move on to our celebrity birthdays. It's a contest against all you guys against Josh, and he's fast, so be ready. I'll shout out who they are, and you tell me why they're famous. We'll start with Clifford Oswald.
Soccer player.
Nah, he's a YouTube guy. Karl Marx.
Writer.
Writer?
Yeah, author.
Philosopher, yeah. Passed away in 1883. What else we got here?
Whose birthday was that for?
Bill Elliott has a birthday today. He's from here, from McCook.
Happy birthday. Mitch Marner.
Hockey.
He's a hockey player. He's 25 years old. Danielle Fischel or Fischel.
Topanga.
Topanga, yeah.
Yeah. From?
Boy Meets World.
Has she done anything else since then?
Girls Meet World.
She became TV host and spokeswoman for Nutrisystem, so that was part of her thing.
Maria Husband.
Well, no, that was still Topanga.
Oh,
Whatever her name is.
let's change it around.
Vanessa Bryant is 40 years old.
I'm going to go singer.
She was best known for her marriage to NBA star
Oh, yeah, Kobe's wife.
Yeah. She also worked as a model and art department of Man on Fire and Columbia. It's a couple things for her. Turning 40 years old today. Henry Cavill.
Actor?
Yeah. He was on a bunch of the DC films, Man of Steel, Justice League, The Count of Monte Cristo, Immortals, Stardust. He was also in
Oh, yeah.
Showtimes.
He was the one that played Superman himself.
Yeah. He's 39 years old today. Chris Brown.
Singer, rapper.
Can you name a Chris Brown song?
Run It.
I can wait forever. I really can.
Run It.
Yep, that was a big one. Reached number 1 in 2005. Probably his biggest hit, actually. Adele.
Singer.
She's 34 years old. Platinum album 19, and won the Grammy Awards for Best New Artist back in 2009. I think she's been in Vegas as of late, too. But
The thing that freaks me out, so you said she's 34.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think of Adele as being like older, and yet she's only like a year older than me.
Well, she's just mature. That's the difference.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey, shots fired.
George Clooney's got a birthday tomorrow.
You need to take it easy on me. It's an Adele song. High five. High five.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. George Clooney. How old do you think George Clooney is?
I'm going to go with a whopping sexy. He's like one of the only guys I'd buy a steak dinner.
Listen,
As long as he brought his tequila.
in years, how old is he?
He's older.
70.
65.
60s somewhere.
How old is Betty White?
90.
89.
Oh, so
She was
he's
99.
going to be in his 80s.
No, he's 61 years old tomorrow. Chris Paul has got a birthday tomorrow.
Basketball player.
Yeah. How old do you think he is?
Gosh, 32. 4.
37 years old. Also a birthday tomorrow. Tom Bergeron.
Oh, he's
He's a short little dude.
yeah.
AFV, right?
America's Funniest Home
America's
Videos.
Funny Home Videos.
Yeah. And I think he was one of the hosts for Dancing with the Stars, too. Something like
Yes.
that. So we'll check May 7th real quick, see if there's any. Oh, Mr. Beast is there. You know who Mr. Beast is?
Not a clue.
So Mr. Beast, it's weird. A lot of young kids know him, but he's a YouTuber known for getting a lot of popularity basically for giving away stuff.
Oh.
And so then a lot of people give him money so that he can give things away.
Okay. Yeah, my nephew was talking about him.
Yeah.
He also has like a burger restaurant has no like restaurants, but people that own a restaurant can buy his product and serve his hamburgers.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is your celebrity birthdays here for today, the May 5th of 2023. About ready to finish things up for Coffee Club on a Friday morning. Had some guests from the Dundee County Hospital, Tanya, Helen, and Chris. And I know you guys have a bunch of neat things coming up. You got the health fair, you got some clinics coming up. So if folks would like to participate in that, let's talk about that.
If you'd like to have your blood drawn, just call the hospital. We'll get you scheduled. We also have some great vendors coming out this year, and we'll have our health fair at the high school. So there's lots of room and
What's
good
that
information.
Date? What's that date, Tanya?
June 2nd,
June 2nd in Benkelman. So that'll be good coming up.
11 o'clock to 3 Mountain.
All right. And if folks would like to learn more about the Dundee County Hospital, what's some good ways to do so?
Yeah, just check out our Facebook page. They can stop on by. We host the bicycle ride across Nebraska that'll be kicking off that same weekend. So they'll have a bunch of folks from state of Nebraska. I always wonder about do they put their bikes on trailers and bring them in, or do they ride their bikes all the way out to western Nebraska and then ride them back east, or how does I wonder how that works?
So if it's the same thing, so we actually, I don't know, you were probably with us that day, but they had a huge van that had a trailer and they were all stacked on there because they broke down on the side of the road, and I helped change their tire.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
It's the least you could do after killing a cow on the side of the road.
It was actually pretty dang close to the same spot.
Really? I'd quit driving there now.
I can. You want me to come to work? Don't answer that.
Slip through Kansas real quick, and that's good. Well, guys, thanks for being here for Coffee Club, and always a fun time to have you guys down here, and we appreciate you very much. And providing health care in rural America is an important piece of our life, and so what you guys do is important, and we appreciate that very much. And I know you guys are committed to just keeping great products and services as far as health care rurally. That's an important part of what you guys do.
And you guys do the same with the coffee and with the Star Wars coffee cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our coffee was Boss Brew again
This week?
Yeah, this week. I made up some of the rest of it.
Still, you want to check out, I think the Boss Brew Coffee still has their discount code available if you go to the website. What was the code? It was SNOOZEBUSTERS.
Yeah, it was SNOOZEBUSTERS.
With an S, don't forget.
With an S.
Yeah. That is Coffee Club on Friday morning, the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo, right here on 105.3 Coyote Country. Happy
Weekend.